This is Frank from Frank's Clean Jokes in Athens, Georgia. Hope you're doing well. This is my brother Robert, my wonderful brother Robert. He's going to tell y'all a funny story. All right, go ahead, Robert.
Funny story. I'm no comedian. Frank's the comedian of the family. Well, it is a funny story, but it's kind of humorous story, is what I would say. With my wife, Maryann. When I got out of the Army, moved to Atlanta in October of 73. And by January, I met Maryann. And then 6 months later, we got married. So, we knew each other, but we didn't know a lot about each other in some regards. So we moved to our first apartment in Stone Mountain. Now, Stone Mountain Park, it's got some good fishing lakes. And Frank and I and Alan, younger brother, we grew up in Middle Georgia. We used to go fishing all the time. I'd get home to our apartment. It was only a half mile away from Stone Mountain. Did I say that? Very close. I go fishing every day. I go fishing. So I come in, take my tie off, and change clothes, and I'd go fishing for bass and around the edges of the lake at Stone Mountain. Anyway, every day I would ask, say, Maryann, you want to go fishing with me? And every day she'd say, no, you go ahead. So that went on for a week after week. And then one day I walk in, I said, Maryann, would you like to go fishing? And she said, yes. I couldn't believe it. So I said, well, wow, okay. So I got our spinners and a tackle box. We go over to Stone Mountain Lake, and we walked down to the lake. And I said, gosh, I didn't know Maryann knew anything about fishing. And I took Maryann's spinner and I just threw it straight on out, far as I could. I just threw it out there, let it settle to the bottom. And I reeled it and clicked it and tightened the line, like you do. And I gave it to her. I said, Maryann, just take your hands and just, jiggle it once in a while, maybe crank the bait. Okay, so that I'm thinking, it's going to take care of her. I'll go do my fishing. So I go around through the woods and go around the edge of the lake, and I try to catch something, a bass with a worm in shallow water. I didn't catch anything. I got a strike once in a while, but I didn't really catch anything. And so, it was late already, so it's getting dark. And I said, well, I better go back and check on Maryann. So I come back through the woods, through the clearing. She had a big bass on her spinner, and it was flopping back and forth on the ground. And she said, I was wondering when you're going to come back to take this fish off. So I couldn't believe it. It was a big surprise. I later found out Maryann was a fisherman. She had fished with her daddy, Ed, down in Griffin, Georgia, and she knew how to fish. So she never told me that. So she's probably a better fisherman than I am. Anyway, the joke's on me. Frank, thanks for letting me tell that funny story.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate the jokes you're telling and appreciate the viewers out there listening to us. That concludes my story. I'll catch you later.